Traders, good evening all. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Risk disclaimer: all information provided on this video is for educational purpose only and does not intend to provide any financial advice. Any profit or loss expressed or implied does not represent a guarantee. It is not a copy trade service. So, what happened on Nifty and Bank Nifty last Friday? We got a gap up open. We just drived higher. We just tested this VPOC zone. At that time it was a VPOC. So 10,780 zone being tested. And we mentioned if 10,780 got tested, we need a break below 10,750 or 740, and then on the next pullback I will be looking for short. My target should be 10,670 and 10,650. That was the plan A. Plan B was if we break 10,820 comfortably, target should be 10,850 and 10,870. That was plan B. Here, though the rejection happened, okay, though some sort of rejection happened here initially, but never had some. See this first candle, though it is rejected, it never went below 10,740 or 750. So that itself said it was not at all a short idea. So here 10,820 was our next level. First attempt it just went, it couldn't push it higher. Second attempt it just went, none of the 5-minute candle had closed above. When I saw this, I took a scalp for a VWAP test and just I covered it off. I took a small scalp on put, I bought a put, I covered at this VWAP test. Okay. Later, there was a strong close about 10,820. For people who ask how the pullback looks like, pullback might look like this. Okay. Once a level is being breached, a pullback might looks like this, or there are a lot of variations of pullback. Okay, this is one variation of pullback. So here it took a support at 10,820. Then once it started scaling up, the first probe and the second probe for the day done. But HCFC spiked. The Bank Nifty had driven this last 15 or 30 minutes move. Okay, last 15 minutes move was done by, last 30 minutes move was done by Bank Nifty. Till this Reliance was helping out, till this move Reliance was helping out, then Bank Nifty joined and it started scaling higher. Okay. A pullback is nothing but once a price gets broken, a retracement where it gets stalled and then the trend resumes. Okay. Most of the pullbacks will stop at the levels which we mentioned. Okay. So this was an easy trade with the trend. Now if you ask me, did I traded it? No. After seeing this choppy move, I closed my shop here. Someone updated me, that's why I gave the update. Okay. If I been there, I would have avoided it though. Why? Because a move happened after 245. Okay. This never interests me. It is out of my age. Okay. Coming to Bank Nifty, the same happened. Here it rejected this 10,800 zone, 700 zone. Okay, it came all the way to 21,700 to 800 zone. But here also this was a trade opportunity, but I wouldn't trade it because having an open drive, okay, this is how the open drive will look like, a bullish move, and fading this I wouldn't. Okay, I want some sort of weakness to be shown, breaking of this low, and then on the next pullback you might go for a short. So here in both cases this is the open low in Bank Nifty on that day. It was an open low which never got breached. So in both cases it was not short until unless you just scalped it, or as a conservative trader there was no short. And if you see the long term view which we had, here I explained the other day, yeah. So here when it was here, I said like if 10,680 holds, we might have a trip for 11k. Okay, so these are the moves just to hunt your stop losses, or just make a move to alter your conviction view. Okay, so they had done that perfectly. After that they never breached this low mark, or they couldn't close below this low mark. They closed above 10,680 and they held the zone and they started firing up. So always you need to have a higher time frame view. A higher time frame view, as a short term trader you need to have what the higher time frame view is and what is their intention is, because you should make sure you wouldn't make bets often against them. You never know when they surprise. They often surprise with the gaps. They often surprise with these kind of last minute moves. They often surprise with a trend day or a spike. You never know. That's why I say never fight a OTF. OTF is other time frame traders. You need to find their intention. So market profile helps you to find their intention. Okay. So coming to Nifty, what to expect on Monday? So until we don't break 10,850, okay, until we don't break 10,850, this is going to remain bullish and 11k will be tested. Okay, and don't chase it. Don't chase a bullish move. Wait for a proper retracement. So on Monday, if you open a gap up, okay, don't chase it. If you open a gap up, say like 10,960 or 11k, say like 70 point or 50 point gap up, don't chase it. Let it settle. Let it form a range. Then you can just go along with the flow. So here 11k being the round number, I will watch how price reacts there. So we are near this zone. Okay, 6th March. Okay, let's see the profile of 6th March. 23rd. Yeah. Okay, here we have this level and we have this level 10,940, and if you see, that is where on Friday just kissed it. Okay, So I will be watching this zone very carefully. Okay, I won't chase it. 10,960 and 10,980 are the levels, especially 10,960 and 11,000. This 40-point range is my watch zone. I will be cleanly watching how bulls react there, or is there any responsive sellers come and sell the zone. Okay, so 10,960 to 11k is the higher zone. If 11k crosses, if 11,010 crosses or 020 crosses on the pullback, I will be buying, looking for 11,050 and 11,060. Else I won't chase in the zone. I will just wait for the pullback here towards 10,900. In case of gap up, I will just see how price reacts around 10,900 levels. If this holds, if it shows sign just by bouncing towards 10,925 or 930 on pullback, I will be buying, looking for 10,960 and 10,980. Okay, I will be become bearish only below 10,830. Until unless it doesn't breach 10,830, I won't look to short this market. I will just wait. Okay, as a conservative player, I won't even think about shorts. Bank Nifty on the other hand, it is still struggling here. So this one level 22,170 is a level to watch. So probably with good numbers from HDFC, this will go off in the initial minutes itself. So watch 22,300, because these all are like supply zones. Okay, so 22,300 to 22,400 is a level to be watched. If 22,400 takes cleanly on the pullback, I will be buying, looking for 22,600 and 22,770. Okay, on the downside, if 22,100 breaks, if 22,100 breaks and scales below 22,050 on pullback, I will be shorting, looking for 22,000 and 21,900 zone. Okay, strong bearishness will occur only below this value area high, which is 21,750. 765. So you can keep it as 21,750. So in the zone, you can be a kind of scalper, or you can avoid it totally until some sort of good trends evolves. So hope it is clear. On open interest front, 10,800 call was the highest open interest, but this been shed heavily during the last minute spike. Okay, so the next highest open interest comes around 11k and 11,200. On change in open interest, it is around 10,900. So I will be watching this two zones, like two strikes, how it behaves on call side as well as on put side. So that will give a good clue. On stock front, I'm keeping Bajaj Finance on my radar for Monday. So if this trend line gets breached, okay, if this trend line gets breached, strongly on pullback, I will be looking for short. My targets could be only on this trend line breach strongly. Some few bars need to be formed and show its sign of weakness. Then in pullback, I will be looking for short. So I will update on the Telegram channel if I take this trade. But this is on my short radar going forward. For Monday. So that's it, guys. We had completed calls with calls and mail things with masterclass, who all inquired on masterclass. So we had omitted the low capital traders. It is not a class where we just publish and we will just get in the entries. It is not that way. Okay, so we had omitted who all put low capital, because we don't want to burden, because it's a class with fees involved. Though they can learn a lot, but during this COVID time, we don't want to keep an extra burden. Okay, it is not that way. We don't want to take them, because as I say, trading is all about how you keep your mindset. It's not what is the setup you're looking for. It's completely about your mindset. Okay, and there are a lot of people who played with us. So they had given the fake call IDs, and they want to record our calls. Anyway, we talk just the truth. Okay, you can record it or you can just put it anywhere. We just talk what is to be expected to be in masterclass. Okay, anyway, before this video recording also, I talked to a guy who's, I mean, like literally I wasted a 1 hour time. Okay, he just for fun sake, he just filled the form, and for 15 years he said for 15 years he been trading, he not been profitable. He bought some software of market profile. I said, why you are wasting just buying Mira charts again? So I said, it is not a kind of any market profile software is going to plot the same. So he played, and I said okay, anyway I wasted some time. So not that way, guys. If it is the thing, I would have advertised and I would have filled the seats. It's not that way. Okay, and my intention also not there. And seriously, if you want to know what the masterclass is, rather than myself training, I already said, you talk to the old masterclass students. Okay, good or bad, they will say a lot. Okay, someone so you can understand what you can expect from that. It's not a kind of thing. It's a pure practical classes. It's not a kind of class where we will put the PPTs every day, we will just talk blah blah. No, it is a complete live market experience. Okay, anyway, I thought not to talk much about masterclass on these YouTube sessions, and this will be my final talk regarding the masterclass. So no more updates on the same. Thank you so much for listening, and glad, I mean, like I never thought I will reach 5,000 subscribers just within few weeks of time. Okay, and thanks, and a lot of appreciations also coming for the good content. So I will talk more about psychology in coming videos, because that is my strength. I see these candles is candle for a regular chart reader, but this is a pure psychology. I just read what is happening inside the candle. Okay, that is where market profile helps. Take care all. Catch you all on next episode. Bye. As always, if there is a trade, go and trade, else be a spectator. Protect your capital. That should be your first and foremost job as a trader. Respect risk. Good night, guys. Take care.